Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. We are your hosts, Jessica Milagros and Kemi. We're here to say hi. Everybody in the comments, say hi. Thank you for joining us today on the Bachelor recap, or actually the Bachelor in Paradise finale recap. This is going to be our last episode for this series. Before we start talking, make sure that if you don't already, click like, subscribe, click to receive your notifications. Also, super chat's a great way to support the channel, just so that we let people start coming in. Also, want to give you just a few heads up. This week is going to be a very busy week for Girl Let's Agree to Disagree, as we will probably be having 4 post-season recaps and interviews for the 23rd season of Big Brother. So also make sure that you are subscribed so that you know when we have those coming up. And yeah, Kemi girl, how are you?
Good, I'm good. I really enjoyed the finale. I think this is definitely a finale that could have been done in, I don't know, 1 hour. I don't think it needed to last 3, but
Absolutely.
whatever, I guess.
I agree with you. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a little too much. I thought it was a little slower than I expected. Um we start off with kind of a weird moment because it starts by Abigail and Noah being like leaving right after prom, after they were given the award of more what most likely couple to be happily ever after. I guess they couldn't
No,
really read the room very well.
very awkward. I mean, I feel like it's weird because the way that everyone saw them isn't how they saw themselves, and isn't it isn't like the way that they were being towards each other. So, I don't know. I'm glad that they got out of the situation and are apparently dating now. But yeah.
Are they dating? Okay, so for those of y'all like now that we don't have any more recaps, I guess we can like talk about things that we've also heard and have been, maybe I don't know, it's like spoilers. Would you consider them spoilers if they're not if the show's over, Kemi? Would you
I
consider
mean,
these
I think
spoilers?
they at the end of the episode they did a few since we finished airing little credits. And that's what they said. They said that Abigail and Noah are dating and taking things slowly now. And then they had a little something for everyone. They made sure to include Brendan and Piper laying low. That's funny.
Yeah. So let's kind of go through this. So, okay, congratulations to the engaged couples if they are still engaged.
Yes.
So, as of right now, those that we do know that are still engaged are Riley and Moore, right?
Yeah,
Riley?
Riley and Marissa.
Yeah, Riley and Marissa, and Joe and Serena. Those are the two that we know that are for sure. The third one,
Jess is skeptical.
we are skeptics. There have been Reddits that have talked about Kenny being in Chicago and actually talking to another woman who is actually younger than Mari right now. So it seems like he's like probably dating other people. They haven't really messaged about each other. Kemi and I talked about it a little bit earlier. We think that they're kind of laying low and they're trying to ride this this bachelor wave to see what they can grab. But I don't know if y'all feel like, let us know if you think, if you don't think that Kenny and Mari are together. I know that sometimes they have to kind of keep it low, but this is this is pretty.
I think it's also it could be kind of embarrassing if they're the only couple that isn't together by the end of the show airing. Like maybe they just want to lay that low for a little bit because Marissa and Riley obviously aren't going anywhere anytime soon, ever in
Mm.
life. Like they are solid. And then Joe and Serena thriving. So, it might be a little embarrassing that they also didn't go the distance because if there was any couple that I was going to put money on, like, settling down and having their Sunday mornings, it's definitely Riley and Marissa or Joe and Serena. But I think we also saw a lot more of like their relationships developing. I don't really have anything tangible to hold on to with Mari and Kenny. So
Yeah.
yeah,
There's definitely not. And again, and we've been seeing spoilers of like Joe and Serena hanging out very publicly during the summertime shy life in Chicago. Like they've been to rooftop pools and they've been spotted in a lot of different places. That's how I know that, that they were always going to be a thing, and rightly so. They look so cute together. Um, but we haven't really seen anything with Kenny and Mari. I didn't know about the whole Abigail and Noah, but then there is that rumor mill with Abigail right now, as she's currently under suspicion of being the other woman in a Dale versus Claire uh, thing. So that was very surprising to me.
Claire is definitely an interesting one. I feel like we could do a full 3 hours on just Claire alone. She definitely has character. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, that was really, to me, probably the most shocking. If you were to tell me pick a girl that Dale was unfaithful with to Claire, like I think that Abigail would have been the very, very last person
Me
that
too.
I would ever had guessed.
I
And
don't
of
even
course,
have
these
seen
are,
Dale as being her type, honestly.
yeah,
I
I
just
don't know.
I don't see it.
Yeah. I know, I don't see it either, and, like, yeah, people like me being it's like, really? We don't see it either. I don't know why. I mean, she's the name on the lips, and I don't think that they would just, like, say her name if it wasn't that she was somehow involved in something. Like, that's a very random name to just up
Tag
and
her. I think the tag was very childish. Like, anyways, let's not get into that.
Well, I
Bachelor,
mean, it's more exciting than this actual episode,
I
3-hour episode that they put us through.
know.
So, because we were just like, really, this did not need to be 3 hours. So, let's go through it just really quick. Obviously, it starts with Abigail and Noah going home. There is this thing, and I kind of agree. You tell me if you agree or disagree, Kemi. Like, Abigail says that she was very blindsided. He said he was in love with her and literally the next day took it away and like got and like left. And I know that we talked about this last week in the sense that, you want either to be reciprocated the way you want to be loved. And I get that. I get, the whole, like, if you know that you're having issues with this person or if you're not getting what you need, um, then that makes sense. But was it right of him to just out and say, I love you? And because he just didn't hear it back, decided, okay, I need to leave. This isn't going to work.
No, I think that was like a little bit I don't want to say immature. Let's just go with fucked up. Like that's really fucked up to like throw a word that heavy out there and then just like kind of snatch it away because you didn't get what you want in the moment. I think that's um it's a hard situation to like put on someone else. So it's kind of like Jess, it's kind of like if you buy an engagement ring and then propose to someone and then say psych. Like it's so weird. What a weird thing to do.
Well, you know what? Riley was almost kind of on that path right there. I was like, what are you doing, Riley,
Yeah.
to Marissa with the whole making her feel like he wasn't going to go through with any of this? And then all of a sudden, just basically saying, psych, just kidding. I was like, this is not
Yeah,
that was a sick little joke.
it was, but I feel like I knew that Riley was like in the moment, obviously she doesn't know that he's joking, but as an audience, we see how much he likes her. So I already saw like which direction it was going in. Um, but yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So the rose ceremony happens, right? So, look, the rose ceremony happens. We see two amazing women leave. Natasha and Chelsea ended up going home. I feel bad. I mean, Natasha literally won the season anyway. So even though she had probably the worst experience, I couldn't even imagine how traumatizing that would be to be on this show and go through the ups and downs that this woman went through. So I'm really happy that she at least got like what 400,000 plus followers on Instagram. So I'm really happy for that. But let's talk about this whole like Anna and McKenna situation, because I thought this was really dumb. And tell me if this was anybody can put it in the chats. Tell me what you think about this. Like, why? Why have them come in the day before fantasy suites and the day before everybody's supposed to figure out if you're going to get engaged or not?
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really weird having them come in. Like, I did feel really bad for Anna because I feel like she was genuinely looking for a relationship and she saw like what's his name? James as someone that she could potentially like see something with. So that really was sad to see that like not even be able to grow any legs with that. But the McKenna situation, Ed was being a creep. Like, could he actually find a way to sit down? Like, what was that about? Like, he was being a fucking creep. Like, it was very
It
much
was kind of
giving,
weird.
it was giving like second uncle at the church reception vibes. Like, what are you doing? Like, and she kept like graciously turning him down. And then he would be like, okay, but like it was very much like, okay, but like we can still like ew. Yeah, like he needed to be hosed down. I'm sorry, but like that was just like he take some fucking social cues. Like it was just a little bit too much stuff.
Yeah, that kind of gave me a little bit of that high school trauma, like when you're trying to break up with someone and they're just not getting it. And you're just like,
I
I'm
think
really
he got it
trying to.
though. I think he got it. I think it was more so like, okay, so if this doesn't work out, maybe we can see if it can go somewhere so that we can go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like it was very much really cringe. Like you're not like she's not into you, it's not gonna
You,
happen.
you creeped me out right there. You really did creep me out when you did that. It did feel a little molesterish. I was like, oh,
Like
yeah.
right.
I it was pretty bad. And Bibian says, like, unfortunately, they have late arrival service. Yeah, it sucks. I think that it makes zero sense. Or right now, you should have just let the
It
boys.
definitely
It
it
would have
definitely
been God.
it definitely sets the women up. It sets either person up, but like especially the women up to be like embarrassed. Like, and it just had to be McKenna of all people. It's so easy. Like, I feel like it's so easy to embarrass McKenna just because of how her season went and like the dancing and like the faces and all that stuff, the crying, like there's so much material to work with to embarrass her. And then you bring her in as a late arrival. It's just like, well, shit. Like she didn't even get the chance.
Like she really wanted to go home. Ed made her stay. Like you could tell that there was zero chemistry, that she just didn't. She
Oh,
was
for
trying to
so
save
long.
herself. She was definitely trying to save herself the embarrassment. So she's like, yeah, somebody wants me. But you could tell that there was absolutely zero chemistry between them or with her to him.
Yeah.
So you could tell she obviously didn't like him. I think that we would have had even better material had she just not come in and you had to let Ed and Natasha figure out if they were
I don't
if
think
they were going to fix something or
I
if they
don't
were
think
trying to
that
figure it.
Natasha fits the mold of what Ed sees in his future. I think that that's what it comes down to. Like, we all have like a type and like what fits into that type. And, if someone else comes in and you see them fitting that mold, I think you're more willing to try it out with that person than anyone else.
Yeah, but he was also very active in kind of pursuing Natasha for that rose. So I'm
Maybe that was
saying,
production.
hmm?
Maybe that was production. That's what I think. I think that production was like, Natasha's single. We want her to find a love story. See if y'all can find something. And he was like, okay. And there's no one else for me to like pursue. So let's give it a whirl. Oh, look, a blonde came in. I like blondes. Blondes are my type. And she's Canadian, which automatically makes her nice. Let's go to the blonde Canadian. And yeah, he was trying to see if that was going to happen. I don't know why. I mean, I guess like with Serena, I can't really talk because I love her and Joe, but I don't know why anyone would be like, yeah, let me voyage to Moose Country to see if I can make something work with someone who's literally living with fucking Eskimos. Like, are you really going to cross the border? I mean, I definitely would. But like, are you? I mean, I know obviously you are because you're with a Canadian, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know why they bring Canadians on this show. It's so weird.
But Canadians have had um some type of like success, on the show. I mean, Claire used to be engaged to a Canadian.
How'd that work out? Well, that's more
I
clarity.
mean, yeah, how did anything work out for Claire, really? I mean, I guess we can say that it doesn't even matter if you're Canadian or not, you know? But I mean,
I just think it's
look,
weird that they're getting so like transcontinental. Like, what? I mean, I just don't get it. Like, there's so many Americans here, and like, you're really gonna have someone like try to see if they're gonna make an international relationship work. Makes no sense. I mean,
this
I
is the
would be.
first time, y'all, this is the first time I see Kemi be this patriotic ever.
Whoa,
She's being such a nationalist.
whoa. Okay, I've been begging Trudeau to let me in for about a year now, and maybe I'm just bitter. Keep them
Yeah,
coming.
I mean,
I want. I want to be.
Canadians are fun. Canadians are great. But
You
I
do have.
didn't know. BB says Canada has its own Bachelor in Paradise show running right now. So I have no idea how that is actually working. I don't know the Canadian shows at the moment. But I mean, let's get back, to what's at hand, which was the joke that McKenna and Anna are in terms of their placement in this Bachelor in Paradise season. Because a day, like, for you to try to convince me that you just came in and the next day you're actually going to get engaged to somebody is an absolute joke. Like,
Yeah.
it's an absolute utter joke. Um, I mean, is that me being unrealistic? Like, they should have just
No,
kicked them off. They should have just not had them on.
I agree. I agree.
Look at that. Kemi and I are agreeing about everything. Look at this. This is like, whoa.
Well,
BB says thoughts on Natasha. Did she harm her brand by going on Bachelor in Paradise?
no,
I,
I think she built her brand by going on Bachelor.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I don't understand the question. I think that, like, her brand was Bachelor and that's what she was doing, and people know her because she was on The Bachelor. So unfortunately, sometimes when things happen to you, you become the you set the example, unfortunately, as bad or as good as it is. And then, people love you for how you react to said, to said, what would it's not, I don't know how to say it, because I would say the bad things that happen to you.
Yeah, like the way you maneuver through situations definitely like paints a picture of your character. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of people respond to that. But I do also feel like, The Bachelor is it's a beast, right? Like you have The Bachelor, you have The Bachelorette, you have Bachelor in Paradise. Sometimes they have winter games, sometimes they have, like they go on to Dancing with the Stars. Like I feel like Bachelor Nation is so big, and like the opportunities that they have within that franchise stretch a lot farther than a lot of other shows. That once you're a part of it, like it's like who you are. It's hard to not be associated with it. Like a lot of them bounce around from like Bachelor to Bachelorette to Bachelor in Paradise to hosting something to going on Wheel of Fortune or something. I don't know. They all like just like you're just part of this ABC world now. So
Yeah.
like, I feel
Yeah.
like this is another step in Natasha's like life, and I'm glad we got to see her on Bachelor in Paradise. Even though the situation wasn't ideal, I'm glad that we got to know her better. And yeah, I won't be unfollowing ever. So
Oh, well, B Bean says that Clay Harbor and Angela Mazuka. Angela is a cast member on Canada's Bachelor in Paradise right now. She reminds me very much of like a Caitlyn, like old school. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna see if you guys can see who I'm talking
oh,
about. This is Clay, and that's Angela. And so I guess Bibine says that she is currently on Bachelor in Paradise in Canada. But really, it's kind of like, why is Bachelor in Paradise in Canada even happening, given that they're probably not in Canada? Are they also in Mexico? Was this also shot somewhere outside? Isn't that weird? That
there's
Bachelor in
no
Paradise.
way that anywhere in Canada could be considered a paradise. So I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh my god, I'm joking.
That's so
Um,
horrible.
Actually never let me in. But
Niagara Falls is gorgeous. I love Niagara
I'm
Falls.
sure it's pretty, but paradise? Are you
But
wearing a bikini at Niagara Falls?
I guess you can. Yeah, I'm not from Canada, so people who are from Canada, please let Kemi know what part is paradise in Canada. I'm sure. It's
Listen,
probably
I spent a good 2 hours the other night. I don't know if you saw it on my close friend story, but a good 2 hours learning about how igloos were made and the history of igloos. So I'm very familiar with things that go on in Canada, and it's nothing involving a bikini. So all I know is they're probably filming Canada in Paradise in like
hey,
Bermuda.
but aren't igloos like in uh not not in Canada? I would have
Like
thought
the
like
northern part of Canada, like the all the way up at the top in the cold parts of Canada, and then like Greenland and Siberia as well.
hmm,
Yeah, girl, I was into it. Like all learning all about how they poke holes in the igloo so they don't die from carbon monoxide. Yes. Like it was very interesting. I myself want to build an igloo one day. So, yeah.
So, let's keep up with this. Anna gets rejected by James. I was not expecting that. I thought maybe that he did want to try something with Anna. Anna looked like she was really into him. So that really surprised me. And I think what surprised me even more is that he went back to like claim Aaron.
I was disgusted by that. I'm sorry. Like, what is this entourage? Like, what is with all the bros? Like, I can't. I don't like. And then the way he like just dumped Tia, he was like, "Yeah, we got to keep this quick." In the hallway with Tia, I'm like,
So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
it was just so fucking weird, especially after you just dumped Chelsea the night before, just to now dump Tia. You should have just dumped freaking Tia, and then like, oh my god, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, Gregory, we're sorry. Yes, Queen Natasha and Chelsea were both let go by very mediocre men. And unfortunately, we're no longer. But you know what? I feel like they were a little too good for the franchise, to be quite honest.
Especially Chelsea. Well, yeah, both. Yeah.
Natasha, get out of here. Like, Ed deserved what he got for what he tried to pull with Natasha. You never, like, if Natasha was never his type and he was just trying to get a rose from Natasha, regardless, I would have preferred her to just, you know, give it to Dr. Joe and them just be friends for the rest of the time, in paradise or whatever. I think it was just horrible. The whole everybody says, yeah, Aaron and James had gotten some nerve. This again, I think that Bachelor in Paradise, at least this season in particular, was really F Boy Island.
It
It
was.
it really was. The amount of boys versus the amount of men that were on this show, it was very significant. Look, and I enjoy, like I've said it before, I enjoy myself some Aaron. I think that he's very funny on the show. He brings this like comedic relief, but he's a damn joke. And I just feel so bad for the girls. Like, I think that was just the fact that he could not even sit down with Tia given he also made out with her less than 24 hours beforehand, which is completely unexpected. But it was disrespectful.
Yeah.
But you know what? He rode James all the way down to the sunset, and fact. So he rides men. Fact. He was horrible.
He's going back to Sacramento. Fact.
He
He's
wa-
still
he
beefing with
he did
Thomas.
find romance on the beach. Fact. It was a bromance instead. Fact. All facts.
It's
Um,
so true. But you know what? I think that the best thing that came out of this episode tonight for me, which is probably the next thing that you were going to mention, is I think, first of all, Dean and Kaylin coming in. Dean and Kaylin coming in to set up the fantasy suite like moments just does not make sense to me.
no.
Like, I'm so sorry, but Dean and his bowling shirt. Let's start there. But I love Kaylin. Like, I really do like Kaylin. Jess always gives me shit because she, like, I don't know if she doesn't like Kaylin or thinks she's boring or whatever the case is. I really like Kaylin. But them coming to talk about marriage, like, I don't know if they are the couple that should be talking about marriage when Dean is like anti-marriage or whatever is going on with that. Like, was literally everyone else busy? Like, I know Lauren just had another baby, so I'm sure she's booked. But then, like, what about Jade and Tanner? I mean, I know they have like 6 kids, so maybe they were busy. But like, who else? Like, literally anyone else? Like, why them? Like,
I don't know. It was so horrible, and to be quite honest, it was also very awkward because Dean, it just seemed like he was reading off a script.
Oh, he definitely was reading like some sort of like cue cards or something.
absolutely. I was like, was this your 7th take or was it your 8th? Like, it looks like you suck at this. Please do not bring them back. Like, they look better just on camera in still shots, than they do when they talk.
But one cute moment, like Dean said, if you guys are ready for marriage, and then Kaylin's like, yes, I am. And he's like, no, not you. I thought that was cute.
It
Um,
was, I don't know. They were not going to coach the couples. Obviously, they just needed, I don't know. They just needed people other than Wes to host. That's their thing. That's their shtick. This season was just to have like
multiple hosts.
multiple hosts. What do you think? I mean, we kind of went through all of that. The last 3 couples standing: Mari and Kenny, Riley, Marissa, Joe and Serena. Again, all of these things. Like, wait, what was the purpose of Kendall showing up again? It just feels so forced.
It was gross. It was definitely disgusting for me because you ruined what could have been a beautiful moment for our girl Serena. Um, I'm wondering why Joe decided to tell her before the engagement happened. I personally would have wanted him to wait until next week to tell me about that, like maybe next year, maybe when it airs. Like, I don't need to know about that right now. But I do like that she asked like if he was okay, because I forget that like it doesn't just affect Serena, it definitely affects Joe as well. But yeah, I don't know why Kendall's so comfortable embarrassing herself. Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, not just like what does she want, but like where's the self-esteem in all of this? Like, why are you okay just making this is television, girl. Like, this isn't going away. Like, why are you okay making a fool of yourself? Stop that. Like, I don't
Yeah. I just want to say here at Girl Let's Agree to Disagree, we are not our fans and our followers. We don't always like agree with them, but this did make me cackle. Being
Okay, can you explain this? Because I don't like, how do warts work?
Have you?
You get
Are you
them from Toads.
serious?
I do know that. You get them from
You
Toads.
don't just get them from toads. I mean, you could. I don't know how you get warts, but I do know that it doesn't have to be a toad. Um, you can get them from multiple different things. I think it's just like, either bacteria or moisture
So Kendall
or
is the product of bacteria and moisture.
uh,
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm just saying that usually a wart, when you're getting rid of it, it doesn't really go away. Like, you really have to treat it. Like, treat it. It's like you have to treat it with medicine. Like, and it takes a while. Like, you got to burn it off.
Oh, like a tick bite.
I've never gotten a tick bite, and I don't know how that works. But
Feeling,
oh, I'm
I know.
sorry. Yeah. Look, I get it. Like, Joe and Kendall like had a relationship. This is just weird. It's like, if you left, why did you stay? Did you stay at the very end just because you thought maybe it wasn't going to work out? Does
I'm
everybody
like,
just
how
not
long
go
do
anywhere?
like, what the hell?
Yeah. Do you, when you leave, do you just like go off to a hotel and just enjoy the rest of your Mexico vacation until everybody's done with paradise? Because I don't understand, either she left Mexico and came back, or she was always in Mexico. So which one
She was
was it?
always
I
in
just don't get it.
Mexico. There's no way she left and came back in the era of COVID. So she was there waiting.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is really odd. Why is she still here? Like, I don't know, production, get it together. Like, this is more upsetting than it is like good TV. Who out of everybody who's watching this, who finds this fun? Who finds like
They don't care about the fun. They want us to be here cringing. I'm cringing. They got what they wanted. Like, it's all about the cringing.
yeah, exactly. And I agree with Gregory. It's like that's goofy. She just wait to come back. Like she's the one who walked off. So you're telling me I'm gonna walk off and then I'm just gonna wait and then come back again?
I think Serena's handling this very well because I think most women would have been like, "Okay, Kendall, you and I have a talk, okay? Let, you and I need to chat because something's going on here. I don't like it."
Bean is like on a roll today. He's totally on a roll today. Yes, Kendall will mysteriously show up. She's going to be at the wedding. She's going to be in the delivery room at the high school graduations. She's just going to be lurking in the hallways. She's just going to
Smiling.
be smiling. And then she's just going to be like, "Can we talk for a second, Joe? Can I pull you
And
to
be
the
like,
side?"
"Hey,
Look, I said it on my Twitter handle. Like, I suffer from major secondhand embarrassment. And if there's one thing that I hate is seeing other people embarrass themselves. I really do. It's just so cringeworthy for me. So this is one of those things where I was just cringing the whole time. Like, why? Why is she there? Like, this is just no. I mean, I could understand. The first episode was good drama. The first episode was great drama. But like when it's repeating itself and it's just like, okay, now it's nothing that you couldn't have told him when you guys broke up in the first place.
I agree, but I think that Joe handled it really well. I think, he didn't insult her. He still like told her he'll always love her and she's a great catch. Like she'll be, happy finding someone down the road and that he's happy that she's happy for him in his relationship with Serena. Him and Serena get engaged. So beautiful. Riley and or Marissa sorry, Mari and Kenny get engaged. So cute. But Marissa and Riley get engaged. My favorite. And here's the thing about Marissa and Riley, right? I feel like a lot of people try to come across very like perfect, especially in Bachelor Nation. Like I feel like that is the show where everyone tries to like, have their best posture and be on their best behavior and just look so prim and shiny and perfect. And I feel like Riley and Marissa came into it and were just real. I feel like their relationship arc is the most relatable that I've ever seen on Bachelor Nation.
Absolutely.
Like some people like each other. Some people literally like each other, go on a date, hook up the first night, like calm down.
Yes.
It fucking happens.
Yeah.
And they are together forever. Like
Yeah.
literally, when you know. And I feel like it's been so long since I've ever seen like such a relatable couple. Finally a fucking black couple. But like since I've seen like a relatable couple on TV, because everyone else, like I can't relate to like Kate, like as much as I like Kaylin, I can't relate to like soft spoken and like what's on my heart. I just wanted to come to tell you what's on my heart. Like this is what's on my heart, and like God let me know that this was what's on my heart. I don't know anything about any of that. Like, can we please stop saying that? Oh, you feel like home. Please. Like, I'm so sick of it. Like, I mean, I'm going to still watch the show, but like, I'm fucking tired of people saying that someone feels like home, something's on their heart. God, let me know today that this is what was promised for the future. Like, I am done with it.
Yeah, she's just happy that she's like, yes, you can lick a man's toes and that don't make you anything different. That still means you're wifey material. Lick them toes, girl.
That's not where I was going with this. I would never floss a man's toes with my tongue. I don't see
Woo!
that happening, especially when they've been like in the sand. I'm good.
That's
Um,
how you knew. That's how you knew she loved that man. Either that or she was a massive freak. Either way, I was here for it. You
well,
know,
all I'm
it was
saying, all I'm saying is that the couple is my favorite. They're very relatable. I really love them. I
absolutely.
need a spinoff.
Yes. Okay. With that being said, we're going to our final little segment of the show. Okay. Oh, that's the last time we were going to hear that. Da, da, da. So we're going with agree or disagree for those who have never watched the show. We have a segment called Agree or Disagree where we say statements and everybody in the chat, as well as ourselves, either agree or disagree with the comments. If there's anybody who wants to let us know maybe a comment that you have, something that you liked about the season or didn't like about the season, and you want us to agree or disagree on it. Just let us know in the comments. Um, my agree or disagree today will be there was a comment that that Riley had said to Marissa earlier on, and it was basically about not being sure, being unsure about proposing. So my question is, in general, being unsure about a proposal, because this is what the end game is, right? Being unsure about a proposal means that you are not in love with them. So that would be an agree or disagree. The fact that you are not um, sure about proposing to that person means that you just don't love them. Okay. So on the count of three, either thumbs up for agree, thumbs down for disagree. One, two, three. Oh, Kemi and I are agreeing on a lot of
Real
things.
simpatico tonight.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I don't see like, and this is the whole like Noah versus Abigail thing about him not receiving that I love you back. And then all of a sudden, like freaking out and leaving and thinking that things were wrong. I feel that people take time. I was with my husband for 5 years before he proposed to me. I'm pretty sure that 2 or 3 years into it, I could have just been like, he doesn't want to propose. He's not the right man. Um, but he's not thought of it. It was the best decision of his life,
It's true.
obviously.
It's true. I have never known a better Steve unless he was with you.
Wait. So people say, so yes, people disagree with that comment. Being unsure about a proposal means you're not in love with them. But Bibin, you disagree with me?
With your
Um,
statement.
oh, you disagree with the statement, not disagree with the fact that we disagreed, correct? Because all of us were, that's not. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be my thing. Okay. Next one, B Bean says agree or disagree. Wells will be the permanent host of Paradise. This is a good one. This is a good one. Let me think about this. Okay. So agree or disagree at the count of three. Wells will be permanent host of Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Oh, girl, 2 for
I feel like it's
2.
definitely gonna happen. Like, are they gonna keep having guest hosts? No, Wells is fine. Like, I feel like he's been there since season whatever. I think season 2. He's married. He has a successful marriage with Sarah Highland, and yeah, I think he's a very calming presence on the beach. I would love for him to be the host of Paradise. I think everyone gravitates towards him. They trust him anyways. I think even in the older seasons with Chris Harrison, he who shall not be named, I feel like people were more comfortable opening up with Wells than they were with Chris. So
Crazy. Bibino disagrees with his own statement. So that I guess means like, you know what? I can see either way. Maybe I should have done a sideways because I totally see I really liked Joe Dirt. Um I really did. I think who was your favorite out of all of them?
I think Lance Bass was probably my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I think actually no, I think David Spade was my favorite. I like the comedic aspect of it. I
Yeah.
don't think he can be jokey all the time. Like I think it's nice to have a little comedic relief, maybe at 1 or 2 points during the episode, but like he was always on joke time, and I feel like that's not necessary for this kind of show. Maybe we
Yeah.
should try him out on Big Brother. Yes.
Yeah. I actually agree with you. I like David Spade. I like David Spade a lot. And I kind of agree with Gregory's statement here because I like the other hosts too. Probably not as many hosts. Wes has always been kind of that thoughtful bartender, just where people
Wells.
just go. I mean,
Wells.
my bad. I did say Wells. Sorry. I'm
No, you've
like,
been calling him Wes. Like even when we talk separately, you keep calling him Wes. Wells.
I don't know why I'm saying Wes. I have no idea. Maybe because Wes is from the challenge, and I was just thinking, I don't know. Wells is not a very common name, but yes, you are
Jess
right.
really wants to go on the challenge. If there's happens to be anyone that
Never.
is on the challenge that's watching, like please
Sorry.
leave Jess's like in because she's being modest now.
Please, please do not. I will never.
She was
I
like,
would
I will eat
never.
these cockroaches. She was like, I will eat that grub worm. I will swing from the poles like I'm Miley on that freaking wrecking ball. She's like, yes, I am trying to run that final. You already know. She's like, I'm trying to get that $1 million and I'm taking it from my partner, mine. She said all of that. I'm just here paraphrasing, of course.
I
Yeah,
swear, if people actually thought that was true, y'all don't know me. Serious. You do not know me. Oh, really? They say, okay, well, not going into Gregory was just like talking about that. They said that Wes may be on All Stars. I love myself some challenge All Stars. I actually enjoy it a lot more than I do regular challenge, just to be quite honest. It was a lot more fun. Um, I would also want to see some Bachelor people drift to the challenge, but I don't think that they're
they've done
not,
it once.
huh?
They've done it once. I've only seen
Who
it.
was who was
What was his name? Chase something.
mm,
Chase from JoJo's season. He first was on X on the Beach, and then he went on the challenge, and
oh.
he almost got into a showmance with Nani. So everyone's like, "You're not here to give out roses. You're not here to give out roses. What are you doing?" It was so funny.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I remember that one now that you're saying that. I remember Chase. Yeah, so I mean,
just like Corey Brooks.
again, I think that going back to David Spade, if he was on this last couple episodes, I feel like they would probably have been way more manageable to watch because there was this comedic timing about it. And it was almost like we were laughing with him. Like it was like, oh, like I'm laughing because everybody sees it too. Like this is what we're supposed to be laughing at how funny. Like I would have loved to see David Spade talk to McKenna coming in
Yeah.
and like having that laughable moment of like, what was going on. What happened?
Bean, Dancing with the Stars is like my bread and butter. I think Matt's doing really well.
I have not watched it because it was like, wasn't it yesterday and today?
Yeah, I didn't watch yesterday or today,
Um,
but in the previous weeks, I think he did well. But I'm not rooting for Matt. I'm rooting for Cody, the Peloton instructor. Ooh.
Who was actually dancing like the way
Hello.
Kemi and I are right now. He was
We're
dancing
so bad.
here and she was dancing there. Ah, ah,
But
ah.
yeah, I mean, I'm
So
like, I'm in Cody's corner. I am a fan. Like, I love him, the Peloton instructor, all of his little like Peloton moments. I'm tuned in. Like, I'm on it. I love him.
So
So
side note, I'm actually going to get on the Peloton for the first time tomorrow. So I'm going to post that on my Instagram and I'm going to look for one of Cody's classes because I think that should only be very fitting of like my first Peloton class.
yes.
So I'll let you know. But yeah, it is what it is. I think that overall, if you were to give this season a grade, and those who are watching and in the comments, let us know, what would you give Bachelor this season of Bachelor in Paradise?
I think that it started off as a solid A minus. It was really giving in those first few episodes.
Absolutely.
It ended the last, especially at last week's episode, like I think it ended somewhere around like a B, like a solid B, like because I liked the couples that and I liked especially Marissa and Riley's story arc. Um but they need to like figure out this format. Like the 2 hour episodes twice a week, unnecessary. 1 hour of three or 1 day of 3 hours, unnecessary. Just 1 day of 2 hours. You can squish it all in. I get it. Like you got to worry about the ads, get the money from the season. But we are tired. Like we're not young anymore. I'm about to turn 33 next week, and
No, you are
I can't just be up, with these young whippersnappers. Like
Oh,
it's
wow.
yeah,
Look at Kemi lying through her teeth saying that her birthday is next week. She lies. She's trying to steal my thunder. Uh, she's like, my birthday is next week. Thank you
yeah.
very much.
I thought what's mine is yours, Jess.
Yes, always, because we are besties and that's how it works, right?
Mhm.
Lo que es mío es tuyo. Mi casa, tu
Gracias.
casa. You
Gracias.
know, all that good stuff, since we're, talking about Mexico. And
Gracias.
here you are, see, and here you are, like lying to people, making people like BB think that
Listen,
you fooled him with the age.
ain't no
Yeah.
driving.
Well, thanks everybody, or BB at least. If you are just saying happy birthday, my birthday's next week on Thursday. More than likely, we will not. No, I know. More than likely, we will not have a
What's
show
your
on Thursday.
What's your Cash App, Jess, so we can drop you some birthday love?
Oh, look at how nice Kemi is. So for my birthday, I am not accepting any Cash App payments, but I am accepting donations to my Hearts of Reality page. So for those who are interested in giving me a birthday present, I would love a donation to help the children at the Hearts of Reality Foundation. And so, like, Give Kids the World Foundation. The info is in the description box on all of our episodes, pretty much. So if you want to go on there, click the link. Donate it. I'm going to be going to an event called Hearts of Reality in December, and along with a whole bunch of other reality show contestants from like Survivor and Big Brother, Amazing Race, so on and so forth. And and that's what we're doing. We're raising money for kids in need that have terminal illnesses and things of that nature. So I would love for you all to spread the word, share this. Click like and subscribe. It always helps with, our algorithms. Not next week. tomorrow we are interviewing Miss Hannah Chada from Big Brother, this latest season of Big Brother 23. Miss Hannah Chada will be with us tomorrow night, and we will be interviewing her and her journey on the show for those who are interested in joining us there. We will also be interviewing Brittany this week. It's going to be kind of like a, I don't know, like a girls, I want to say a girls' party. If for those who know me, I'm always all about girl power. So why not? It's going to be a pre-birthday party where I'm just going to get all the girls from the Big Brother series, and we're just going to interview them. So we start with Hannah Chada. We'll have Brittany from the season. We are going to have Alyssa from the season, and we will have Claire from the season. So it will be pretty much all of the pre-jury Big Brother women all this week prior to my birthday. And so you all are all invited to come in, ask questions. Yes, Hannah's not from like my part of town because she is from the Chicagoland area. She's not here yet. They're partying with Tadrick Hall or something like that. So I don't know. But
best lives.
yes, living their best lives after Big Brother season, a very historic Big Brother season. So good for them, well deserved. And yeah, so that's basically what we're going to be doing. And then I leave on my actual birthday to Vegas. Yay! Dun, 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 dun. So for anybody who wants to see all the Vegas shenanigans, you can follow me on my Instagram, on my Twitter. I'll be posting that.
And if you're wondering why I'm not in Vegas with her, it's because she did not invite me.
She is a liar. Again, I don't know why KEMI likes to lie so much. We are not on Big Brother anymore. You should not be lying.
Not invite me. I'm heartbroken. I feel as though my heart is tearing in two.
For those who are wondering why KEMI will not be with me is because she does not consider me a best friend. And so she will be with her actual best friend.
They have the
during
same
my birthday. During my birthday, she will be with her best friend, who is
but
not
it's
me.
It's my best friend's dirty 30, so I can't miss it.
That's actually true. So I don't really feel bad, although my birthday is going to be my forbidden 40. But, we won't go there. A girl only turns 40 once, 20 twice. Actually, this is my second 20th birthday. So I'm feeling old AF.
You should have met me the first time you turned 20. We could have had a ball.
That's true. And look. Oh, look at this. Yes. We're going to shame. KEMI, shame.
Oh my God.
You scared the crap out of me.
Wait, speaking of which, I hope we have all seen the trailer for the prequel of Game of Thrones that dropped recently. Oh, my mind. My body cannot control this. It's House of Dragons. I cannot wait.
Wait, when did that come out? When?
I think this morning.
Okay, so now I need to look that up. Okay,
I'll send it to you.
Please send it to me. I have not watched it.
Guys, if you guys want, I don't know who's a Game of Thrones fan, but I'll retweet it on my page right now.
I am.
But yes, oh my God, I can't wait.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
Yes, it is a forbidden 40. It's totally forbidden to even say that word, but here I am. Because look, does this skin to you scream 40 right here?
Of course not. It screams 30-ish.
Do you see that? I don't know. I had to be. I'm kind of going through a midlife crisis right now. So, yes, being 40 is a big deal, and I'm kind of freaking out about it. But hey, it's fine because I was going to call it a fabulous 40, but why? I'm going to Sin City. Might as well call it a forbidden 40.
Yeah, that's right. You better bite that forbidden fruit too.
Well, Uh, that sounds like you're telling me to cheat on my man.
What are you? What? What are you talking about?
You're
All,
saying you bite that forbidden fruit.
all
Whose
I
fruit?
meant was to make sure you have grapefruit for breakfast. Like, you're actually doing the most right now. Ugh, Jess, calm down. Calm down, calm down.
Oh my gosh. Well, we
But yes, we have had the best time with you guys tonight. We
have.
thought this was going to be a quick, like, 30-minute. We always
We
say
always do this. We always do this.
it's going to be a 30-minute episode.
We said we were only going to be on here for 30 minutes. There was nothing to talk about. Obviously, Kemi and I always find something to talk about. But if you don't follow us, click like, subscribe, click to receive notifications, share this with a friend. Donate to my Hearts of Reality, even if say happy birthday to me and give kids like a wonderful like present. And what else? We will be back as far as like Kemi and I and Hannah. So all three of us are going to be back in 2 weeks on the 19th for to recap the Bachelorette episodes that we're so excited about. So we'll be doing that as the original 3 from Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. Then again, like I said, all of our follow us if you are still looking to do post or watch post-season interviews with all of the Big Brother cast from season 23. We start tomorrow with Miss Hannah Chada. We thank you guys so much. Thank you all so very much for writing with us, for sharing these experiences with us, and we will see you in the next couple weeks. We love you guys.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
And I'll be here tomorrow. Kemi will be here in 2 weeks. But we'll see you. Bye.